Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Sorry, that was weird. Alright, hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be doing my 2014 favorites. I know it's a little bit late, but you know, better late than never, and it's still January, so that's all that matters. I wasn't able to do any like fancy looks or anything like that, but I do have some tutorials definitely coming up that I had played around with while I wasn't able to film, so I have those ideas in mind as well. I might do a hair tutorial, I don't know. I hardly ever curl my hair, but here we are and my hair is big, so let's just pretend that it's still the holidays, and while you're watching this you can pretend with me. Alrighty, so I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. I do have quite a bit of stuff. I do want to keep the video not super duper long though, so you're not like, is it over yet? So let's just, what shall I start with? There's so much. Okay, I guess I'll just go with hair, because that's the shortest little category that I do have, but I did want to put that in there because I feel like hair is definitely part of a beauty routine, at least in my opinion. So I only have three that were like, one is a ride or die that I've been using for like ever and a day, and the other two I did find last year that I like really enjoy using. So my ride or die is my Bedhead Masterpiece? Yeah, Masterpiece Massive Shine Hairspray. I literally I use this hairspray every single day. I have a little hair care routine where I did use this and show how I use this. I did use it today obviously with my hair. I don't use like a specific hairspray like when I straighten it or when I curl it or anything. This is it. This is my hairspray like probably for life. And if my hair looks shiny, I don't know if it's because of the hairspray, I don't know, I just like the way that it holds, and it's still like movable. But I did put some of the, what did I put, the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum, the one that kind of smells like fruit. I definitely put that one in there, maybe that adds some shine. But anyway, the next one is the Chlorine Dry Shampoo with Oatmeal, and it's the Gentle formula. It just looks like this. Sorry, there's like such a glare with the sun right now, I don't know. But anyway, this is just a dry shampoo. It does come out like a white, whatchamacallit, like a powdery, but I find that you really only can tell so much when you spray it closer. So if you have it back here when you're spraying it, you're good to go, and you kind of just brush it through and then it absorbs and you can't really tell. So I did really like that one. And then next is the Living Proof Prime Style Extender Spray, and this one is for fine hair. I don't think that they have any other types, but I do have fine hair, so this definitely was a plus when I happened to read that after I'd already bought it anyway. This is great for when I always forget to use it when I curl my hair, like I kid you not, every single time, because it's a style extender, so I figure it's for any kind of style, but I only use it when I'm straightening my hair for some strange reason. I will not use it every single time. It's more so if I know I'm going to go somewhere, I'm going to be out in like humidity or anything like that, because I have the type of hair that as soon as you put any moisture in the air, because I'm from a dry area, because you put moisture in my hair, it's like boing, it's like this, but like not cute. It's just like random weird waves, and that definitely helps. I went to Disneyland over the summer last year and put that in it, and my hair stayed straight all day, so that was definitely awesome, especially when you get by the World of Color and they have like that show going on at nighttime. It's like super moist. Oh good lord, my hair would look like crazy lady, but that definitely prevented that from happening. And those are just my three main hair care things, and now on to the rest of the beauty stuff. I guess I'll just start with whatever kind of grabs in front of me. I have several ride or die products in here. This definitely is one of them. It is my Chanel Vita Lumiere Aqua. I use the shade B20. I have been using this for years and years and years and years. This was actually my first legitimate like fancy real foundation, because before I used to just use like Bare Minerals, the powder. Really didn't do anything for my skin until like when it was actually, I discovered this when I started working in cosmetics. I used to work at Macy's and cosmetics, and I found Chanel, and literally this is my brand for life. I'm so obsessed. It definitely, this one doesn't make me break out. It's like a light to medium coverage. It is like a really like water-based formula, and I love it. It's so natural on the skin. I use this every single day. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but to be honest, I think it's 100% worth it. 110% worth it. So I definitely, if you haven't tried this bad boy, go out and have them put it on your face and you'll see. I converted so many people just that way. I was like, come here, let me just put this on you, and then they were sold. I would sell them like hotcakes, because it was so, when you're passionate enough about something, it shows, and people know that you're being honest and you're not just trying to sell them anything because you're supposed to. Like legitimately, that line has a special place in my heart probably for the rest of my life. I have another product or two in there from them as well that we'll get into later. But that is just the one foundation. I did like, what was it? The YSL, the ink foundation, the one that just came out like 4 or 5 months ago or whatnot. I did really like that one. I never went out and bought the actual bottle. I did try it, and I got like a deluxe sample for the, they had like a something where you can get it, and I got that, so I still have that bottle. It's pretty big, but I do like that one. I'm not sure if it makes me break out or not. I think my skin just doesn't like changing in general, but that formula is really great because I do have oily skin, and it definitely kept it matte all day. So I definitely will be giving that a go, probably purchasing the bottle towards the summer for that one, the YSL. Sounds good. Let's see what's next. Primers. This was really the only primer I used for the second half of the year, which was the Benefit Professional. The first half I did use is my Chanel primer. I have it, I'll just grab it. I don't know, I still have the box for it for some strange reason. It's the base Lumiere. It's in the same type of packaging and bottle as the foundation, but it's just white, as you can see. This stuff is illuminating, and I really, really enjoy this, to be honest. Lately, I've been thinking about going out and picking it up again just because I really like this stuff. It's like a gel-based formula, so it's nothing like heavy or harsh. There's no color to it. It's just kind of like an opalescent color. I did really like this, but the only reason I started using the Professional was for like the little pores that I have right here and like right here a little bit enlarged. I'm using that. It's good. I mean, I've heard great things about the Smashbox one, but I haven't tried that yet, so this is just the one I was using the other half of the year. And then after that, kind of wanted to go in order, but I put everything everywhere, so we'll just, I guess, go with, let's see, yes, we'll go with concealers. So lately, I mean, this is my everyday one that I've been using, is the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline. It's that one that everybody knows about, the little squishy ball on the top. And as you could see, I'm down to like, let's see, there. I'm down to right here in the product, so it's kind of exciting. I'm really a fan of using like liquid products before I go out and get another one, because I just feel like it's wasteful. And I did go out and buy another one because I'm low on that, but I did try a different one, so I'll definitely be doing a drugstore haul soon, so I can show you the one I picked up instead. And then I love this one. This is awesome. It's the MAC Prep and Prime, and mine is the Light Boost, and it's a highlighter. This is so good and so moisturizing. Like, if you have dry skin all around the like eye area, this definitely helps. I'm such a big fan of this. When this one runs out, which it probably will be soon, I'll be getting another one for sure. So those are my two concealers, and then let's see, we'll just go with highlighters because they're right next to it. Three that I've been loving this year. Mind you, I want to say for the first like half of last year, I was kind of like in a humdrum state with like makeup. I've always had a passion for it, but I kind of just rediscovered it in like the second half of last year, and I kind of went full force right back into it, and it's so awesome to be like creative again. That's just so awesome. So a lot of this stuff I know that I did just purchase within the last like 7 or so months at the very most, but I really have been enjoying it. And the first one is the Gerard Cosmetics BB Plus Illumination. This stuff is liquid gold. I kid you not. Every time I wear this, I'll be at work and be like, oh my gosh, your highlight is on point. It is so good. As long as you have like a good brush, or you like blend it out really well, because if you don't blend it out really well, it tends to look like liquid, like kind of like foil on your face. But as long as you blend it really well, it's so pretty. It's like this gorgeous like gold. Ugh, so pretty. And then the next one is just the Mary Luminizer. This one is similar to Becca Opal. I do have Becca Opal, but it's not making it in the favorites because on my skin it looked super shiny. I don't know, maybe I could play with her around again, but it looked super shiny to me, so I don't use it that often. But this one's a little bit more toned down, so I do like that one. And then lastly, which is the one I have on right now, to be honest, this probably has to be my favorite of the year because I find myself falling back into it, especially when I want to do something more soft. And it's just the Hourglass Ambient Lighting in Luminous Light. This is what I have on today, so it's just this natural glimmer, and I love it. It's so good. Sorry my voice sounds a little bit cracky. I'm getting over being sick again. Got it twice. Who gets sick in January? I mean, honestly, me apparently. So those are my 3 highlighters. And then right along with that scheme is the Anastasia contour kit. Everybody and their mothers had this. Like, when I first heard about it, all I know is it was sold out all the time, and there was always a wait list for it, and I was like, wow, that makes me intrigued, because like, what about it is so awesome. So I literally, the day it came back, I guess they actually had some in stock in like stores, so I called my Sephora and like I went down super early to go grab it, and I definitely have not been disappointed. My favorite obviously is the banana powder, which is all squishy here, but these two are the shades I used to contour with on a daily basis. It's Fawn and Java. Those two are my absolute favorite. I put Fawn on first and then Java like towards the very edge. But these are really, really blendable and buildable, which I love. It's not like you put a little bit on your face and it's just like so much color. I feel like it's really, really, I love anything that's like natural of sorts. I mean, obviously you can do more bold with the eyes and lips and stuff like that, but like when it comes to like the face, I just love like natural and just like effervescence and glowiness. And these powders are amazing for that. Let's see what else is up here. I guess I'll go with lashes because those are right next to it. I never was a fan of lashes. I actually kind of hated them, to be completely honest with you, until like recently. I have 3 pairs that are my favorite. 2 are from Coco Lashes. So I have the Style Coco. I don't know if you can completely see that, and then the Style Goddess, which are amazing. I've kind of come to figure that I like the crossed hairs versus like something straight out at you. I feel like it flatters my eye shape a little bit more. So if you have, I have like a mix of like almond and round eyes. So if you have anything similar to that, I definitely recommend like something with a crosshair, and would probably flatter the eye shape. And then the third one is the one I have on. It's the Pixie Luxe from House of Lashes. This one is a crosshair as well. It's just a little bit longer than the other 2. And as you can see, it's nothing like ridiculously dramatic, which is what I like. I just like the length and to where you kind of look at it and people wonder if they're your real lashes versus being like, those are definitely fake. Because I don't like that. I mean, obviously lashes are on a whole nother level, but I like it to be just enough where it's not like overpowering my face. Let's see what else. What else? We'll go with brows next. There's so much stuff here, so if I drop it, that's what it is. I have 4. So 2 and 2. So 2 are from Benefit, which I used the first half of the year, which is like my always and forever. It's just the Instant Brow Pencil, and then I have the shade Medium, and then the Give Me Brow in like medium dark. Yeah, medium deep. This stuff is awesome. So good. Like, these two together are amazing. This one is kind of like a waxy pencil, so it holds your brows in place as well. And then this one just adds a little bit of like extra oomph to the brows. And then the second half, I've been kind of trading off between the two lately, to be honest with you. The second half is the Anastasia Brow Wiz that everybody and their mother uses. Mine is in the shade dark brown. I think it might be a little bit dark. Sometimes I had to play with it and be very, very light-handed with it. I probably when this runs out, I'll probably get like chocolate or maybe soft brown. We'll see. I don't know. And then the dip brow. I did go out and purchase the soft brown because I feel like the dark chocolate, I felt like the dark brown was a little bit too dark for me. So I went out and got soft brown, which is what I have on today. And I really like this one. So I'll probably switch up the pencil when I run out of the other one. This stuff lasts forever though. Honestly, I feel like eyebrows are one of those weird things that you can just like, every day they look slightly different, or at least they do on me. Kind of a good thing, kind of not a good thing. Next one is liquid liner. I mean, I know that I haven't been on here super long, but if you've been watching me for the last couple months since I started my channel, you know that I've never been a big liner fan in general, on top, wing liner, nothing like that. And since I started playing around with this Kat Von D Trooper liquid liner, or the ink liner, what is that? I want to tell you the right name. Tattoo liner, sorry. Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. I use this every time I do a wing now, and I feel like the more, I mean, obviously the more you do anything, the better you get, but it's kind of more fun to play around with it now. I still am a natural makeup lover at heart, but when I play with my eyes, this is just so easy for me. I used to love gel a lot more, but since I found this, it's awesome. So I think that says something. If you get a gel convert to a liquid liner, it's gotta be good. Alrighty, next, probably the biggest category. I guess maybe the biggest category. So that was like who flies in the middle of the video? I guess I do. Okay, I only have one lip liner, and it is the MAC in Whirl. everybody else uses this too, but it's such a pretty color. I posted a picture on my Instagram the other day using it, and I just lined it and filled my whole lips in, and that was all I did for the whole day, and I really, really like that one. Next, this whole brand was such an awesome find this year with the ColourPop. I have 2 of the lippy sticks, which are my favorite as of recently. They're both of the same, like, family, but I really have been loving the shade Brills, which is a really pretty purple color. None of these stuff, to be honest, these 2 colors are very out of my comfort zone, but they're my favorite, which is why they made the video. This one I died. This is such a great color. Okay, so Brills is the more purple of the 2 right here, and then the next one is Wifey, which is the more pink out of the 2. I kid you not, I'm gonna have a picture that I'm gonna put up with Wifey pretty soon on my Instagram, just because I don't have time to do them all the time. But I kid you not, if you do a natural look just with everything else and put Wifey on point, it will look like you spent so much more time than you actually did, because it's such a statement lip, and it's perfect now that we're like getting towards the end of winter and we'll be getting into spring. It is hands down so good. These are so pretty. Anyway, who can go without a lime crime velveteen? I just found these and they're already my favorite for sure. I got 3 of the shades. I have Utopia. I don't want to swatch everything, otherwise the video will be like 400 years long. So I have Utopia, which is right in that like purple family too, which I love. Cashmere, which is amazing gray beige color. And then Wicked, which I definitely had been wanting for the longest because it was sold out for the longest, which is a really pretty dark vampy burgundy. And the formula of these are amazing. Next on that same matte scheme is the Joseph color. I got the colors Pinky Promise and Bury Me. These are so great. I think I'm obsessed with purple right now. I've always liked like burgundy, but it's specifically the purples this year just won me over. This really, really nice berry color, and this pink has a little bit of like a fluorescence underneath it, which is awesome. And these stay so great too. They're a little bit more moisturizing slightly than the Velveteens. The next one on the matte is the Kat Von D Vampira, and it is her Everlasting lipstick. This stuff does not go anywhere. Oh my gosh. If you want a great lip that's going to last you all night long, that shade is bomb. Lip glosses, I just pulled out the first one that I tend to use when I have it on right now, is the Shimmer of Hope from Gerard Cosmetics. This is really the only lip gloss that I use this year, only because it's pigmented enough to where you can use it without a lipstick if you don't want to, because I don't like sheer lip glosses, to be honest with you. Probably my favorite brand of the entire year, hands down, maybe for the rest of my life, as long as they're around that long, is Bite Beauty. This is their lip gloss as well. It's in the color Rambutan. To be honest, I consider this kind of like a liquid lipstick because it's so pigmented and they smell phenomenal. I have a couple other, but that was just the first one. And as well as their matte cream lip crayons. These are bomb. They're like little pencils and they're matte, but they're moisturizing, so they don't dry you out. They're not nearly as drying as the other shades that I had just been talking about, but these ones from Bite Beauty are really good, and everything is food grade, which is awesome. And they constantly have like, they're so innovative. That brand is just, has a place in my heart as well. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Let's see. We'll go with eyeshadow primer. As always, I always use the Urban Decay Potion Primer. I've never really used, I've used some other ones, but I've never been nearly as impressed. And this stuff I've had forever and a day, and I still have so much mascara. I'm going to show you the one I've been using. It's not the one I loved, but it is the Voluminous Butterfly Intenza. I liked the one without the butterfly, so not the red one, the one that came before it, but I can't find it anymore because I think this took its place. But it was similar to this, and I really liked that this year. The other one that I don't have the bottle for is probably my favorite mascara over like a really, really long time, is the Urban Decay Super Curl Mascara. That one is amazing. The wand is kind of shaped like this, and it's a synthetic wand, so it's not like a brush hair. If you want to curl your lashes, if you want to focus on them being like long as well as volumized, go out and get that one. It's only $20 and it's such a good mascara. They tend to put it in with some of their kits too, so maybe not, that's in there. And then blushes, there's kind of a few of those. First is Dainty by MAC. It's just like a really pretty glowy pink color. And then this set just steals my heart. Like if I'm going on vacation, this will definitely be one of the blush things I take with me. It's just the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush set with these 3. I have this one on today. It's so pretty. I kid you not, it doesn't even look like anything I've ever used blush wise. It's just so glowy and natural. Sorry. And then my brand, my heart, my Chanel. This blush I've been using a lot too. I got it a couple months ago. And this is just like a really pretty peachy color right here. It's got a little bit of like a shimmer underneath it, but when you put it on, you can't tell at all, which is what I've said with a lot of their blushes. It's the same thing. Just try it on versus thinking it's gonna look super shimmery, because when it blends into your skin, it kind of just is like a mineral finish. And that was in the shade Caresse, or C-A-R-E-S-S-E. Chanel blushes are bomb. Oh, bomb. They're so good. I kid you not. That'll be one blush purchase you'll never regret. And the next one I used a lot this year was the Tarte Amazonian Clay to Hour blush. This was from like their summer collection, I believe, and it's just like a really pretty peachy color called Captivating. And then lastly for blushes is the shade Cantaloupe from MAC. It's one of the pro colors, and it is just the most amazing, like, Cantaloupe is perfect to describe it, but it's like a very, very light blushing brown, peachy, nude, all of the above amazing. So that's pretty much how you describe that one. That one's really good. And then, sorry, one more thing, I forgot this one was in there. All of my Makeup Geek blushes. These are great. When I do travel, I do just pop this whole kit in with me because it has a variety of everything that I'd want to use. I really do like this purple. As you can see, it's the purple trend. This obviously does not look purple on your cheeks. This is like a very like flushed color, so bomb. So good. And the formula is the creamiest blush probably I've ever used in my entire life. Lastly, yay, we're on to the last little section, is eyeshadows, which will go pretty quickly because obviously I'm just going to show you versus swatching and tell you all their names. Let's see, the first one is my Makeup Geek shadows. These are so good, so creamy, so pigmented, so soft, so wearable, so everything. So everything. My favorite shade is Peach Smoothie though. This is like my all-time favorite transition shade. I will use that all the time. If I ever hit pan on an eyeshadow in my life, it'll probably be that one, to be honest. I've never hit pan on anything, but it might be that one though. It's the only one that has a decent sized dent in it. But those are just awesome. And the next one are the Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows. What really sparked me onto these was the Maya Mia palette. As soon as I tried that, I was like, I need more of these in my life. And so I just have a couple of those bad boys. And the formula is really creamy too. My favorite is Birkin and Burnt Orange Matte. Those two are my favorite from them so far. At least the ones that I have the single shadows. And then lastly are my Morphe individual shadows. I do have a palette from them as well, but I really like these individual ones. They're a lot more bright and colorful. They're just so... These are amazing. They're seriously like on the same levels like Makeup Geek and Anastasia, and the price point is $2. So if you definitely want to keep them like in a certain price range, if you're like a little bit like tight on money, Morphe, and then you have the Makeup Geek, which are like the next step up, and then the Anastasia, which are a little bit more expensive, but these are all really good. And of course the Z palettes, it's like a rainbow in my drawer. I kid you not, like I'm just so obsessed with these palettes. They're so easy. When I travel now, I will actually bring makeup. Back in the day I wouldn't. I would just bring like 5 things, but now I can bring my whole kit because they're all in Z palettes. So that goes on the beauty favorites. Nobody ever mentions that. Z palette is on my beauty favorites of the year. Brushes, I will not bring them out, but I have to say Morphe has stolen my heart this year with their brushes. Luckily, I do live close enough to drive there and pick up whatever I need, but I kid you not, the quality are amazing. The bristles are nice and soft. They're very blendable, very usable, very durable. Alrighty, and I think that's all for my beauty favorites for 2014. And like I said, I have many more videos coming up, and I hope that you all really enjoyed everything that I mentioned here, and I hope you all have an awesome rest of the week, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!